So right now, there are some very key levels to be watching on the NASDAQ and S&P 500 futures that I believe could paint the picture for the next few trading days, and I want to go ahead and share them with you in today's video. So on the screen, you are looking at the S&P 500 futures, and there is a very important and very crucial level that we have tested today, and as of right now, we did hold above it, but we're going to have to make sure we're paying attention to this level to give an idea of what the next move on the market could be. Yesterday, we saw a very strong rejection of this 4,020 area up here. This was a previous supply level from back here in November and December. You can see we did reject that once again. We had a rejection here. We had a rejection here. We moved up to it. We got tired and we rejected that level once again. You can see that is where the market fell off of. That was a pretty textbook rejection up there around this 4,020, 4,050 level on the S&P 500. Now, we got that pullback. That's happened. If you made money, congratulations. If not, you have to keep an eye on this level coming up at 3,900. I think this 3,900 level will decide whether this market has any attempt to push back into that 4,000 area or if we really do find some more downside here over the next few trading days. This 3,900 level was a previous support right here. This was a previous support right here. And this double bottom support from back in November and December turned into a very clear rejection level pretty much the entire month of December. So we had a previous double bottom support turn into a rejection here around 3,900. And then after it was able to break and able to hold right here, you can see this break and retest, we were able to turn 3,900 back into a support. This is back on the beginning of January. We turned it back into a support here, and that is where that upside came from. So you can see that the market is trading right back at that 3,900 level, meaning that this is a very important next few days on the market. Do we hold this 3,900 level? Do we expect to see another bounce like we did off 3,900 here? Or if we lose this 3,900 level, that, in my opinion, would give the green light for some continuation to the downside, possibly back down to this 3,820 level. So if I zoom in here on the 30-minute chart, you will see today's price action. Today's price action, we did move back right into that 3,900 level, and we put in a little bit of defense at that 3,900 level today. This is similar to the defense that we put in here, 3,900. We held it, and we eventually moved up off that level. We are right back at that very exact level, 3,900. So tomorrow, next week, you have to be watching 3,900. If we lose 3,900 at any point, if we turn 3,900 back into a rejection, that is your green light, in my opinion, for some continuation to the downside, and this has to be watched if you are trading intraday. This will decide what other stocks do. This will decide what other individual tech stocks, any stock you're watching, is going to do. If we lose 3,900, that is going to cause downside on the market. That is going to cause downside on individual stocks. If we come into the market tomorrow and we maintain this 3,900 level and we start to see some action off it to the upside, that could be a reason for the market to put in a little bit of a short-term bounce. And that is something that you have to watch. If you're in put options, you have to make sure you're careful of 3,900 holding. Now, I'm not too confident on playing the upside off 3,900, knowing that there is a major supply here just about 100 points higher. So I'm not so sure I'll be the first one to take calls off 3,900 looking for upside back into supply, but I will be the first one to be very cautious about how aggressive I get on put options if the S&P 500 is trading above 3,900. This is a level you have to be watching tomorrow. I wanted to make this video to give you some insight. Look to see what 3,900 tomorrow does on the S&P 500 futures. Now on the NASDAQ, that 3,900 level, in my opinion, is 11,400. I think this is around where the NASDAQ starts to set up a very important level here, and I want to share it with you now. You guys can see we pushed higher above 11.4 recently. We pushed into the 11,700 level. This was a previous double top from back in October and back in late October, early November. We had a previous double top here, which we rejected previously right here over the last few trading days. So a nice push into that previous double top, a rejection of that level. Now, we have to zoom into the hourly chart to take a look at this next important level around 11.4. So here you are looking at the hourly chart on the NASDAQ. You can see here's where our rejection came in, and look at what happened previously. 11.4 right here, 11.4 right here, and again 11.4 right here, a previous triple top that we could not get above during the month of December. Over the first few weeks of January, we got that push to the upside. We broke above 11.4. And if we zoom in a little further, look at what 11.4 did. It turned into a support. Turned into a support right there, and turned into a support right here. That support, 11.4, caused the market to move to the upside. Now, we are trading right back at that zone as of today's price action. We're right back at 11.4, and we sort of consolidated at that today. So I wanted to make this video because you can clearly see this is going to be very important on the technicals. Do we hold below 11.4? As of right now in the after hours, we are below 11.4. If that turns into a rejection, we should expect downside on the tech market. If this 11.4 turns back into a rejection point, if we lose this double bottom support and we start to see a rejection come in here at 11.4, I would expect downside to continue. On the flip side, we have to see tomorrow, next week, does 11.4 start to turn into some type of a demand? Do we defend that 11.4 level? And is there any attempt at a hold of this level and a pushback into supply? For me, the same thing applies. I will not so much be a call buyer off this level. I will be more of a defensive put buyer. I don't want to get too aggressive on the put side, knowing that there is a potential for this 11.4 to hold up. So I'll be cautious on that front. But I don't really want to get too involved in the upside yet. I don't think this is confirmed as a support level yet. And I also have no interest in really trading back into supply. So I'm not so much of an aggressive call buyer here. I think if you're going to trade downside, you have to watch out for 11.4. And if you're going to trade downside, you have to watch out for 3,900 on the S&P 500 futures. So a short video here today, guys. I just wanted to get this out because I really do believe these are some very important levels to be watching. These are going to decide what the market does in the short term on the technical standpoint, and you have to be paying attention if you want to trade accurately over the next few trading days. If you guys enjoyed this update on the futures, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.